Welcome back to Watch the Curse Tale. Today, we're diving deep into the unsettling world where whispers and shadows become reality. We're counting down urban legends that are actually based on real events. These are the stories that keep you up at night. They make you double-check your locks and sleep with the lights on. Share your story in the comments below. How could an animal get into someone's toilet with modern plumbing? It seems absurd, like a horror movie. Snakes navigate pipes, drawn to cool, damp places. Plumbing is an open invitation. Countless reports of snakes in toilets. But snakes aren't the only culprits. Rats also infiltrate plumbing systems. The 1992 movie Candyman terrified audiences with a villain bursting through a bathroom mirror. This scene is based on a true story from Chicago in 1987. Ruthie Mae McCoy made a frantic 911 call. Her pleas were met with inadequate response. Police made minimal effort to enter her apartment. They found her lifeless body, a victim of the horror she tried to convey. For generations, children in Pennsylvania whispered tales of Charlie No-Face, the Green Man haunting a railroad tunnel. In Coppell, Beaver County, this legend was a tragic reality. Charlie No-Face was Raymond Robinson. A childhood accident left Robinson disfigured, sparking fear and superstition. He died in 1985, his life showing both human cruelty and compassion. Chapter 4. A Fake Word in the Dictionary. The dictionary, the ultimate arbiter of words. What if a mischievous editor played a prank? The 1934 edition of Webster's included a fake word. The word was dord, defined as density. Chapter 5. Accidental self-defenestration. In 1993, tragedy struck the Toronto Dominion Centre. Gary Hoy, a lawyer, was demonstrating the strength of the building's windows. As he hurled himself towards the window, the frame dislodged. Hoy plummeted to his death, horrifying onlookers. The name conjures up images of fluffy tails and playful hops, but the urban legend of the Bunny Man is anything but cuddly. This tale, rooted in Virginia folklore, tells of a man who escaped from a mental hospital and embarked on a gruesome spree, hanging rabbits and then children from a bridge in Fairfax County in 1904. While the historical accuracy is debatable, two unsettling incidents in Fairfax in 1970 breathed new life into the legend. It sounds like a whimsical scene from an animated movie. A man, armed with a lawn chair and helium balloons, takes flight. In 1982, Larry Walters made this a reality. With 45 helium balloons and a plastic lawn chair, he ascended into the California sky. But Walters' adventure turned terrifying. He rocketed to 16,000 feet. Astonished airline pilots notified air traffic control. The sewer. A subterranean labyrinth of pipes and tunnels, shrouded in darkness and reeking of unspeakable things. For the ancient Romans, it was octopuses lurking in the shadows. For the English in the 1800s, rampaging pigs. And for Stephen King, a murderous clown named Pennywise. But beyond the myths, there are documented cases of unusual creatures in sewers. Alligators occasionally turn up in sewers, particularly along the eastern coast of the US. In 1988, 3 enormous snapping turtles were discovered in New York City sewers. And in 2015, manatees were trapped in a Florida storm drain, requiring rescue. On Staten Island, New York, The now abandoned Willowbrook State School stands as a chilling reminder of a dark chapter in the city's history. Within its decaying walls, a terrifying legend took root, the legend of Cropsy. Cropsy was more than just a boogeyman. He embodied the horrors within Willowbrook's walls. The school was a nightmare, with students subjected to unimaginable abuse and neglect. In 1987, the body of a missing girl was discovered, highlighting the institution's horrors. Chapter 10. Someone hiding in the back seat. A woman drives home alone at night, her mind preoccupied, when suddenly the car behind her flashes its headlights. Or perhaps it's the gas station attendant, urgently trying to get her attention. The danger is far more terrifying. A shadowy figure lurks in her back seat. This scenario, though an urban legend, has chilling real-life cases. Killer elevators. Elevators transport us between floors with mechanical efficiency. So commonplace we rarely give them a second thought. But when they malfunction, they transform into steel death traps. Such incidents are rare but often gruesome. In 2003, a surgical resident in Texas met a horrific end. He was entering a hospital elevator when the doors closed prematurely. The elevator ascended with his upper body inside and lower body outside. Chapter 12. The Toxic Lady. In 1994, a routine emergency at a California hospital turned into a bizarre mystery, leaving staff baffled and fearful. Gloria Ramirez, a 31-year-old with cervical cancer, arrived in extreme distress. Despite their efforts, she died less than an hour later. But her death was just the beginning. Medical staff began experiencing strange symptoms. Chapter 13. A Secret Murder. Academia often hides darkness beneath its scholarly tranquility. In 1969, a brutal murder at Penn State University shattered campus safety. Betsy Aardsma, a promising graduate student, was browsing the library aisles. Suddenly, the clatter of falling books echoed. They found Aardsma lying on the floor, unconscious. Chapter 14. Dead people mistaken for Halloween decorations. Halloween, a night for revelry and playful scares. But sometimes, real dead bodies are mistaken for Halloween decorations. In 2005, in Delaware, a body was dismissed as a Halloween prank, but was real. In 2009, in California, a suicide victim was mistaken for a decoration. And in 2014, in Florida, a man's body was mistaken for a mannequin. Chapter 15. Buried alive. The thought of being buried alive taps into our deepest anxieties about darkness and confinement. History is replete with chilling tales of people being buried alive, their desperate pleas silenced. Some were declared dead when they were still clinging to life. Others were intentionally buried alive, sealed by cruelty. Chapter 16. Bodies in rugs. A murderer rolls their victim up in a rug, hoping to evade detection. This scenario has played out in real life with alarming frequency. Concealing a body in a rug is not as implausible as it seems. In 2022, in Douglasville, Georgia, a body was found wrapped in a carpet. Chapter 17. Secret Sharers. Have you ever misplaced something in your home, convinced it was right where you left it? Most likely, it's a simple case of forgetfulness. But what if there was another explanation, one far more unsettling? What if you weren't alone in your own home? There have been documented cases of individuals managing to pull off this seemingly impossible feat. Chapter 18. Dead people in drinking water. Water, the elixir of life, essential for our survival. But what happens when it becomes tainted with human remains? In 2013, guests at the Cecil Hotel in California complained about the water. They discovered the body of Elisa Lam in the hotel's water tank. Recently, Lake Mead revealed human bodies as water levels dropped. Chapter 19. Bugs living in people. The natural world is teeming with creatures, each playing a vital role in the ecosystem. Some creatures view the human body as a potential habitat, evoking revulsion. Take the itch mite, a microscopic arachnid that burrows into the skin. Parasitic botflies larvae infest the skin of mammals, including humans. Chapter 20. Organ trafficking. The human body is capable of remarkable resilience, but when an organ fails, the consequences can be dire. This desperate need has given rise to organ trafficking. A black market network has emerged, exploiting the vulnerable. And there you have it, 20 urban legends rooted in chilling reality. The world is a strange and unsettling place, filled with shadows and whispers. Did you enjoy this journey? Subscribe to Watch the Curse Tale and hit that notification bell. Until then, sleep tight and remember, the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create.